Now before I start my video, I have to accept that I'm not a big fan the way MPVs are designed in India. But having said that, Maruti Suzuki, the India's largest car manufacturer, is slowly changing my perception, first with the Ertiga and now with the XL6. But can looks alone help the XL6 survive in a competitive market like India? Well, let's find out.
The idea behind the XL6 as a separate product than the Ertiga is to offer a rugged looking MPV, and Maruti Suzuki has successfully managed to do so. The XL6 has a completely new face with a large and bold grille, flanked by unique quad LED headlights with DRLs. The bonnet line has been raised too, and the skid plate adds the SUV touch. Maruti Suzuki has added enough claddings throughout the body to give it a puffed look. At the sides are the 15-inch rims in black that have interesting alloy design but look small as compared to the massive wheel arches, creating a distraction. Also, the roof rails add to the stance. At the back are Ertiga sourced massive tail light units and dual-tone tailgate, giving the XL6 a unique look. We drove the Nexa blue unit and it looked every bit different. However, the claddings have massive panel gaps. Like the exterior, the interior is also designed to look more premium and upmarket. The cabin gets an all-black theme with a stone finish garnish, which is essentially a black wood finish panel running throughout the dashboard. The infotainment system, the AC unit and the vents, and the instrument cluster are all borrowed from the Ertiga.
Now one of the biggest changes between the Ertiga and the XL6 is that the XL6 gets the captain seats in the middle row, which feels a bit more premium and liberates a lot of space. Now I wouldn't mind going to long distances sitting on these seats.
In fact, the name XL6 highlights the leather-wrapped all-black 6 seats. While the front seats are a bit stiff as compared to the Ertiga, the real fun is at the middle row captain seats, which are very comfortable. The middle row also gets the roof mounted AC vents with airflow control knob. The position of the AC vents is such that it can throw air till the third row. There's no central tunnel hump for easy movement. The problem for any MPV is the accessibility to the third row, which in XL6's case is easy. You can fold the middle row seats for easy access to the third row, which is strictly okay in terms of space for 2 full-grown adults. In terms of equipment, the XL6 gets auto climate control, electric foldable mirrors, cruise control, reverse camera, and SMARTPLAY studio infotainment unit, which is intuitive to touch. The system has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity, and you can also use Suzuki Connect through an app, which is an eSIM based connectivity technology, though not as good as what the rivals are offering. Practicality wise, the Maruti Suzuki XL6 gets big bottle holders, armrest storage, and air-cooled front cup holders, which is a really nice touch. The boot is only 209 liters and can be extended to 550 liters by flat folding the rearmost seats. Also, the modular boards are a thoughtful design element. In terms of the safety, the XL6 gets dual airbags, ABS with EVD as standard, along with ESP with hill hold. Coming to the driving bit now, the Maruti Suzuki XL6 will only be offered in a petrol motor, which is now BS-VIREADY ready. The 1.5 litre mild hybrid engine gets an integrated starter generator and a secondary lithium-ion battery to assist in acceleration. The engine produces 103 bhp of power and 138 Nm of torque and comes mated to either a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed auto gearbox options. Now this is essentially the same setup as in the Ertiga. While the power delivery is nice and linear for comfortable city driving, the torque could have been more, giving the XL6 more push while overtaking vehicles. The car is strictly for cruising speeds, and any adventurous driving will lead to an uncalled disappointment. Also, the manual gearbox is best suited for high rev driving than the auto gearbox, which is very smooth otherwise. But any hard push on the accelerator makes it clunky and loud. The ride quality is very good and the XL6 eats most of the bad roads with ease. There's a very low body roll and the steering, like all the Maruti cars, is one of the best in the game. You get good feedback and never do you get tired holding the wheel. The NVH levels, although are well controlled for most of the city driving, there's a lot of noise seepage inside the cabin, anything above 90 km/h. There's also an underlying grunt that adds to the sporty bit, but is not good for people who are trying to sleep on the back seat. While Maruti claims a 18 km/L mileage for the Auto XL6, we got close to 11 km/L during our drive. Maruti will sell the XL6 through the Nexa network and has priced it at Rs 9.8 lakh ex-showroom. A similarly spec Ertiga's model is still 75 grand less than the XL6. The question then is, does it make sense to pay Rs 75,000 more over the Ertiga?
The Maruti Suzuki XL6 is just like an old wine in a new bottle. It's essentially an Ertiga underneath, but with a more plush cabin and an attractive design. And like an old wine, it's a bit matured, refined, and more personal.